card players, what is Gucci in the booty? I am Wolfgang, 1/3 of Team Starwind, and we are back with another video. This is a video, honestly, a video type, I guess you'd call it, that we haven't put out in quite some time. And what's crazy is that was a really popular video, type of video, and that is our Deck Doctor series. We are bringing that back. We haven't talked about it or brought it up in quite some time, and I have honestly no idea why. Guess we just got caught up making dual videos. But so this is a series, a type of video, I guess, where you guys, user submitted, you guys submit a deck that you are currently working on, or whatever that you just want edited, that you want us to look at. We take it, you send us the list, we take it, we use it in a duel, we see what we like about it, what we don't like about it, we edit it and tweak it to our liking, and then we have a duel with it, and then we send you back the list, and then we see how you guys like it. And what actually brought to our attention that we haven't put out a video like this in a while is Morgan Griffin. Shout out to you, Morgan Griffin. He actually posted on our Team Starwind Facebook page, which is in the description of every single video. So if you guys ever want to get in contact with us, if you guys ever want to submit your own Deck Doctor, because we are bringing this series back. So if you guys are interested in submitting a Deck Doctor, or no, a video, a list so that we could make a Deck Doctor video on it, please hit us up on our Facebook page. The link is in the description. We all see it, so we can all reply to it. It's the quickest, bestest, and fastest way to get in touch with us. But as I was saying, he hit us up on our Facebook page. He told us that he wanted us to make a video, to make a Deck Doctor video on this list, and that is what we did. So let's first get into his list. All right. Okay, so here we are. He calls this list the Turbo Discard list. So clearly from its name, you know it wants to focus on discarding cards from your opponent's hand. So let's get straight into this. Let's start off with the forwards, and immediately you see that number at the top. He is running 16 forwards, and when we saw that, we was just like, oh wait, no, SpongeBob, why? Let me stop. But no, we were just like, dang, dude, that's a short amount of forwards. And granted, if we move over to the monster lineup, you can see that he has four monsters. So okay, when I build decks, I kind of mix my monsters into my forward lineup, given the fact that hopefully they have like capabilities of forwards, like they can become a forward or something like that. So typically it'll dip into either my summon or my forward lineup. But the thing about his monster lineup is that he doesn't have monsters that become forwards, which was very interesting. But so yes, he runs 16 forwards, 1 Leon, 3 Sarah, 3 Laguna, 3 Squall, 3 Sid Alstein, 3 Kurosami. Very simple, straightforward. You know what the deck wants to do. And getting into that, let's move on to the summons, which is also very straightforward. He runs 3 Opus 3 Shiva, 2 Opus 4 Shiva, 2 Opus 1 Shiva, the rare one, and 3 Mateus the Corrupt. The summon lineup wasn't terrible in my opinion. I love the fact that he is using the Opus 4 Shiva, because that is like, I feel like, in my opinion, that is the card that Ice needed. I said this in a previous video, Ice just needs that Destro. It does have Mateus and it does have Zalera, but Mateus costs 5, and it only works on an attacking forward, and Zalera, it costs 4, and it can potentially board wipe, but it only works on prime numbers. So it's like, and they have to be dull. Granted, Shiva does have to be, with Shiva it has to be dull, but all it does is has to be dull. So you can do it after the attack, you can dull it manually, and then you can activate it, and it only costs 2. So yeah, Shiva is really good in my opinion. And then he runs 3 Flan, which is nice, bro. Flan, we found, was just, it's not that I underestimated the card, but I guess I underestimated it. Like, I didn't realize the power that it actually has. So he has 3 Flan and 1 Ghoul. Flan's a really good card. And then we move on to the backups, which he has 20 backups, which in my eyes is beautiful. Like, dude, I love having like 20 before Opus 4 came out, before Marshals came out, I would do 18, 20 backups easy. Now I go to 17. Like 17 is my cap. I don't like to go any less than 17, honestly. So 17 is kind of my minimum and my maximum. But before then, I was playing 18, 20 backups easily. But here we go. So he has 2 Opus 4 Bards. He has 3 Sid Waff, which, bro, Sid Waff and Flan is such a sensational combo. It doesn't make sense. Like, it's just so good. I think I underestimated how well it's like a Yu-Gi-Oh play, in my opinion. It's just so fun and so cool to be able to just activate Flan's effect, get another Flan in the hand, then crack off your Flan next turn, make your opponent discard a card, use Sid Waff, get the dude, it's so fun. It's so fun. So then he plays 2 Emina, 3 Jill Nabat, 3 Kazusa, 1 Time Mage from Opus 1, the one you stop attacks, 2 Duke Larg, 1 Renoa, and 3 Devout. That's what his deck is. It's the list that he sent us. And so we put this list together. Granted, we did not have 100% of all the cards. At the time, we had to proxy. I know, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, but we really wanted to make this deck and put this list together, and get this video back to him, because before, when we did the whole deck doctor thing, we took like a week and a half before we finished that guy's list, and he was just messaging us like, yo dude, what's up? So we had most of these cards. The only thing we didn't have was one of the rare Squalls, 1 Shiva. We ended up getting 2 Shiva later though, but so 1 Shiva, one of the Opus 4 Shiva, and one other, the 2 Joe Nabat. We only had 1 of the starter Joe Nabat, so we had to proxy for 2. But aside from all that, we had everything else, and the duel it still went just as smooth. So here's a clip of that right here. All right, dudes, here we go. Negative is on the left, who just rolled a 6, and I am on the right and just rolled a 4, so he's deciding who will go first or second, and I think he chose me to go first. So Negative, he's going to be running the mono ice deck, and I'm going to be running Negative's deck, funny enough. And we just decided that I was going to play his deck because I'm playing a deck that I don't really know 100% how to use. I just know it's like a haste rush deck. So as you guys can see, turn 1, I just go wa-boom, wa-boom, 2 taking 2 damage off rip. And so he's amped because he hit a Shiva. And yeah, so basically I'm playing a deck that I don't really know how to use, and he's playing a deck that he doesn't really know how to use. And it's kind of just like put things on an even playing field pretty much. But so I start off pretty strong, as you guys can see. He's got this little haste deck going on, so that's pretty much all I know about it. It's a haste rush aggro type of deck. So I just went for like the hastiest of rush's plays that I could make, and got easy early 2 points of damage, and passed to him. He drops who is Kagame Kanawashinu? I don't remember that dude's name. The big 05 drop dude, and then he drops a Sid Waff, and he for Time Mage plays his 2 backups, and then he passes turn, and we're gonna swing again with our Tifa. Drop a VV to play to play Red Mage. We got 3 points of damage. It's only turn 2. I'll take that, you know. This is nice. I like that. I'm not afraid. I'm not that I'm not afraid. I mean, like, I'm not mad at that. But so right now it looks like he's struggling. And honestly, I think his main issue, and we'll see this throughout like this duel, is that he didn't play many or any at all forwards, and it severely lacked with only the 16 forwards. You really see the big difference. And he decides not to do anything. All right, I think am I gonna run into that Mateus? I don't remember, dude. It's crazy because this was like not even 2 hours ago, 3 hours ago or something. I already don't even remember how the duel went. Wow, my memory is way worse than I thought. But anyway, so yeah, as you guys can see, we're just playing the extreme rush game. Okay, so he's gonna Time Mage our Tifa, and he's gonna Scooby Snack that Ranger. His whole deck is just straight up a Destro and Haste Rush. Like, the list is really good. I like it. It's a lot of fun. So okay, so he taps 1, 2, 3. Am I tripping? Did he just tap 3 for that? 1, 2, 3. Oh, I think he thought. Yeah. Okay. So that's supposed to be a 4 drop, but he only tapped 3 for it, and he brought it out to freeze. I think he thought that little, what's her name, Kazuya or something like that, did -2. It only does -1, but it's all good because I do remember this play. We're gonna actually, I see we just drew another VV, or maybe we had a VV in hand or something like that, but yeah, we're gonna swing with the Tifa. He blocks, right, and then we're gonna summon the VV to finish it off, because that is pretty much what his deck does. Just a bunch of destroy you and swing through. That's the motto of his deck: destroy you, swing through. For basically. So yeah, we get rid of his Kurosami. Is that his name? I think that's what his name is. Also, you guys can kind of see like this little vibration. I don't know. I live on top of a restaurant, and I don't know what they're doing down there, but it's causing my floor to like do this weird vibration thing. So if you guys kind of like see that, your eyes aren't messing up and you're not going crazy, my floor, the camera is actually shaking from like the little vibration in the floor. But look at this, is crazy, dude. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4 rewards, and oh, we're definitely gonna run into a timing. Look, yeah, you can see his hand. He's got 2 Mateus, a Devout, a Shiva. Yeah, he's got no forwards in hand. There's just no forwards to play. The range is gonna hit a Shiva. We're gonna swing with the. We're gonna try to swing with the. Nope, he's gonna let it go through. And we run into, oh right, so that's a proxy for the Opus 4 Shiva, which we did not have any at the time. We ended up getting some packs and pulling 2. But yeah, that's a proxy for that Shiva. Sorry, I know, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. We are up in our collection. I'm deeply apologetic. We're stretched thin, and we let a couple of our friends take some cards. We wanted to show them the game, so they took a bunch of our newer cards and just a bunch of cards in general. We honestly wasn't expecting that deck to do this deck doctor video. It kind of fell off of our repertoire, I guess, but it is most definitely coming back, especially because this deck is so much fun to use. Shout out to you, Morgan, like for like implanting this idea, this turbo discard idea. Super fun. But so yeah, he plays Jonah Bot and freezes my Ranger, but like this, like his whole deck is haste and rush and aggro and stuff. So yeah, he was gonna activate something, but he decided to let it go through. So even if you do 1, freeze 1, or whatever, the next turn I'm probably gonna play something haste, or most likely something haste, something rush, something aggro, something that's straight up about to attack you or do you some harm in some way. Is coming the next turn. Woo, that agua, baby, that agua. So right now he's at 6 points of damage. We have what, 3 cards in hand, and the deck hasn't done much of what it wants to do. Although he hasn't cracked off the, or did he just play the? No, he didn't just play. He's tapping 2 right now. He hasn't cracked off the. Who is it? Oh, I think it is Kazusa or something like that. That you pitch 1 and she makes you discard. No, I'm sorry. When she hits the board, you just both players discard, and then you crack off 1 or you crack her off and both players discard. That's it. I'm sorry. But yeah, it just hasn't done not a lot or any at all, honestly. Any of the dull, not dull, any of the discard. And okay, speaking of the devil, here comes the discard right now. Oh, he has a Laguna in it. It sucks because he wants to keep Laguna. Oh, he has to. I guess he has to. Interesting. How come he didn't play Laguna first and then play? Yeah, I think he should have played Laguna first and then played the Squall. so that way I'd have to discard 2, because right now, yeah, right now he's about to play Laguna. Oh, because he wants to dull and freeze 1. That's why. Yeah, because I have 6. Right. That makes sense. Never mind. Otherwise, he'd have been able to. Well, I would have had the team attack. But oh, yeah, I would have had the team attack. But let's see. Oh, we have. I remember how this ends now. Yeah. We're gonna do a little debate and contemplating, but we eventually got it. We're gonna activate Esther Soldier to dull 1, and then we're just gonna activate Red Mage on the other. He has no cards in hand, and then we swing through, and that's the end of the game. So yeah, we're gonna have to do some work to this deck. All right, guys. So as you guys seen from that duel, the deck didn't really do what it wanted to do. It didn't really catch its curve thing. You guys know what I'm trying to say. It didn't really go off like it was supposed to. So after doing some debating and contemplating, sit down, yelling at each other, spitting coffee, throwing knives, and everything we had to do to get this deck put together, we came up with a list that we both agreed on. So let's get straight into that. Let me just give me a second while I pull it up here. Okay, so first and foremost, we needed to upgrade, update, and redo that monster lineup. I'm sorry, that forward lineup. So here it is, 21 forwards this time around. We needed to put some forwards on the board, and we felt like this was the best lineup to have to stick with the theme and still be aggro and not aggro, I'm sorry, and still be like competitive and be able to curve out well and play well and do well and things like that. So we put in 3 lock. And at first, I was kind of like on lock, like, because you need 6 characters on the field. Now, the characters are what saved it. If it would have said forwards, I'd have been like, no, not at all. But the characters are what saved it. And Negative actually suggested to use lock. So once he suggested to use lock, we were like, okay, so then we're gonna need some category 6 like characters to play. We looked at the backups and things like that, and we came across I don't even know how to say his name, Gastric Sid, Empire Sid or something like that. Like, I don't really know how to say the dude's name. But we came across him and Setzer and other cards like that. So we was trying to just figure out which ones were the best one to use. So we ended up going with 3 lock and playing 2 Setzer. Now we're gonna like, okay, what can Setzer call out? Setzer can grab the lock, and Setzer can grab the backup. It was like, okay, that's good, but we need more. So we threw into Terra. Now Terra is good because not only does it kind of like Suedo fit the theme a little bit, it makes your opponent discard or pay an extra mana. Pay an extra crystal point to play a summon, which kind of works to the whole discarding the card, discarding aspect of the deck. But it's also a category 6. Also, she's hard to interact with because you can't target her with summons. So we kind of like saw the direction that we wanted to go here. So we kind of got like this Final Fantasy 6 package, Final Fantasy 6 engine put in the deck. So we have 3 lock, we have 2 Setzer, we have 2 Terra, and it was like, okay, we got the Terra, let's go with some Kumi. We got 2 Kumi in the deck, why not? Now opponent has to pay an extra 3 just to play a summon. Or I think Kumi says you have to target a player with the summon. Yeah, when I'm chosen, but still it works with the whole making your opponent discard or just use resources that they didn't want to use. So that kind of all plays into just like making your opponent either not have the resources to play or making them overpay to play something so that they can't play more on their turn or on my turn or whatever the case may be. So we kind of just felt like it still fit the theme in like a Suedo type of way, like kind of, not really, but yeah, if you like reach a little bit, it kind of fits the theme. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, 3 lock, 2 Terra, 2 Setzer, 2 Kumi, 2 Kuja, And Kuja is one of those other, just not that it's, well, yeah, a hard to interact with card, but it makes your opponent discard a card from their hand, which this is what we want. This is a discard deck. This is what we want our opponents to do. We want them to discard cards from their hand. And Kuja, we don't really have any. Our 2/5 drops are Kuja and Setzer, and you know, you don't want to just like stack load your deck with 5 drops. We got 4, but I mean, that's kind of like a good cutoff limit to have. I'd say anywhere between like 2 to 3 really, but 2 Kuja, 2 Setzer, you can't go wrong with that. I mean, Setzer's a searcher, so it's technically like a 3-drop, a Suedo 3-drop. Anyways, depending on what you get. Yeah, the Suedo 3-drop. So we go with the 2 Kuja, and once we threw 2 Kuja in there, we was like, yo, we got Kuja, we gotta play Zidane, right? And honestly, shout out to Aquablood, because I never like, I knew Final Fantasy 9 is my favorite Final Fantasy, and I knew Kuja is from Final Fantasy 9, but I never ever put 2 and 2 together to play Kuja with Zidane. It's always been with the Steiner and Vivi and Garnet, like the water, fire package, like that has always been like what you play with Zidane with. It never came to my attention that I could play Kuja and Zidane together. So yeah, we threw, and also Zidane fits the theme of the deck. I can make my opponent discard a card from its hand. That's what the theme, what the deck is. Or I can draw a card if I want, or I can reactivate my 9 cards, which there aren't any except for Zidane. So basically his effect is either I draw a card or they discard a card, which, hey, you can't go wrong with that. And plus, if Kuja's on the field, I can pay him for 2. So we got the 2 Zidane in there. We got 2 Genesis, because Genesis, he comes down, he has an ETB effect, he hits the board, and it's gonna dull and freeze my opponent's card. Yes, we want that. Yes, we like that. We like the dull and freeze aspect. Not only that, and honestly, I forgot to mention this with Locke. Locke, when he fits the theme exactly. When he enters the board, my opponent discards a card from their hand, and when I swing with him and get through, my opponent discards a card from their hand. So, and that's why we play 3, because Locke's special, he can't be blocked. So he does exactly, he fits the theme to the T. Genesis, his ETB, we dull and freeze, we get a forward out the way for a turn. And then when he gets through direct, my opponent discards a card from their hand. So that fits the theme exactly how we want it. And it just meshes well and goes well with the theme of the deck. So moving on from there, we still play the 2 Squall and 2 Laguna combo. We went down from 3 to 2 just because, you know, we have 3 Devouts, so we can kind of play around with it as we want and as we see fit. And just didn't see any need to play any more than that. And to top it all off, we finished it off with 2 Sarah. I mean, there's not much I can say about her. She's a 3-drop, 6,000 power. I wish she was on curve, because I feel like her effect, I mean, it fits the theme of the deck when she has ETB, my opponent discards a card from their hand, but does that really have to result in her going down 1,000 power, just making my opponent discard 1 card? Really? I mean, in a game where you draw 2 cards every now, I don't want to rant and ramble on about that, but you guys kind of catch my drift, how I'm feeling about that, right? But yeah, so that's the forward lineup, 21 forwards, and we feel like this is just a nice tight-knit package, a nice collection of cards that fit the theme of what the deck wants to do and what it does. So moving on from there, let's go to the monsters real quick. We're just gonna bang these right out because it's the same exact 4 monsters. We felt like there was nothing wrong with the monster lineup. 3 Flan, which is, you know, yeah, I mean, come on. And then 1 Ghoul for the tech. And honestly, you don't really even need Ghoul, but having 1 Ghoul for the tech to play kind of like a Suedo Amon type of card, I mean, it's not wrong, right? You can't go wrong with that. So give me 1 second while I'm saying a million minutes a mile, so I need to hydrate a little bit. But so let's just fast forward, move on to the summons, which we play 8 of, and as you guys can see, we kind of just went away with everything else. Okay, we don't want no more of that tomfoolery foolishness. We're going all out with the Shiva effect. Okay, this is straight up Shiva squad, Shiva gang out here. We're playing 3 of the Opus 3 Shiva. We're gonna dull 2 of your forwards. We're playing 3 of the Opus 4 Shiva because Yo, so we're playing 3 of the Opus 4 Shiva, right? And then we're playing 2 of the Opus 1 Shiva, the rare. And so we kind of did the math, and I think it came out to what, like, hold on, let me do it real quick. That Shiva can potentially do 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13,000 damage. Let's say you have all 7 other Shivas in the break zone. No, in your damage zone. No, wait, bro, I had it right the first time. Break zone. If you have all other 7 Shivas in your break zone, and you crack a Shiva off top, you're doing 13,000 damage to 1 forward. That's ridiculous, dude. That's crazy. That's just crazy. But yeah, we just Shiva'd out. We just figured, hey, why not? The one from Opus 3, you dull 2. Can't go wrong with that. The one from Opus 1, you dull and freeze 1. Has EX burst. Can't go wrong with that. And then the Opus 4 one, you dealing damage and it has EX burst. Do I really need to say more, right? So let's move on to the backups. 17 backups. We decided to go with 2 Bard, and honestly, I don't think this Bard was in the original list, but I kind of like mess with this Bard. Not that we even actually, I think Negative, because we played with this couple times. We played this list a couple times, and I think Negative used that ability once. But we played two of that Bard, and it's a nice little whoop whoop, and just make my opponent discard a card real quick if they low on hand. If they got like 1 card in hand, okay, let's get rid of that possible problem out of their hand. And then we played 2. We went down from 3 to 2 Sidwalk, just because it's a non-unique. No, it is a unique. It's a unique name, so you can only have 1 on the board, and we just don't feel like as though you need 3. Like, granted, he does break himself off, and you want to keep on playing him, but I just don't see that happening 3 times. Like, you're gonna activate Flan 3 times, and then, you know what I'm saying? It's just not gonna happen all like that. I mean, it will, but not at that kind of frequency. So having 2 is enough, in my opinion, or in our opinion. We felt like just having 2 is enough. 3 Joe Nabat, just because, like, you need, I feel like in legit every single ice list across the board, you need 3 Joe Nabat. That's me and how I feel personally. I'm not sure how Negative felt, but he agreed that 3 Joe Nabat should go in this list, so that's cool with me, right? 2 Kazusa. 2 Kazusa. Yeah, I mean, need I say more about that? When she has an ETB, you discard a card, and then put in the break zone. We both discard a card. Can't go wrong with that, right? So moving on, Duke Log, you need your boosters, you need your pump. I mean, it's a mono ice list. I don't really have to say much about that. We decided to play 1 Edward. Ooh, excuse me, sorry. We decided to play, we had 3 slots left. This is where the Bards and Edward came in. We had 3 slots left. I was like, yo, what do we play? And I'm like, I feel like we don't have enough 2-drops. I'm a 2-drop king. I need mad 2-drops in my deck. So we decided to go 2 Bard and 1 Edward, kind of like that 1 Edward tech, like, granted, Edward I can only use on my turn. This is why I decided to go with the 2 Bard. Not only are they 2-drop, but it does a discard effect, and I can do it on either my opponent's turn or my turn. And Edward, it's a stay card. It stays, but it's a 3-drop, so it's kind of because we're already playing 4 Devout, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's kind of high. So I felt like the 2 Bard, 1 Edward was nice. If we draw Edward, cool. If we don't, it's fine. It's not like the deck relies on it. So 1 Edward was cool in my opinion. And then we got Gastric Empire, Banana Suit Sid, and you know, that's our searcher. It's also our Final Fantasy 6 category card, so it works with lock, helps us with lock. It also helps us search lock. So you play Setzer, you get your Gastric Empire Banana Suit Sid. You play Gastric Empire Banana Suit Sid, you search your lock, you play your lock, and you're just curving out. Everything is good. Everything is all Gucci in the booty. You get what I'm saying? So we decided to play 2 Gastric Empire Banana Suit Sid, and to top it all off, we play 3 Devout because it is an ice list, and an ice list without Devout or Joe Nabat is not an ice list in my humble opinion. So we ended up playing 2 games with this. We're only going to show 1 game, and this game was kind of crazy, but here it is. Alright, ladies and gents, so this time we decided to switch it back around. We wanted to see how this deck was going to do against someone that knew how to use their deck, basically, right? So, and you can see I didn't have a good first hand. We had to get that quick mull in, but a negative. See, I don't like confident stuff like that, man. When you draw your hand, you're like, okay, yup, perfect. It's like, bro, what do you mean perfect? Like, is it actually perfect, or like, are you just trying to do that to scare me, right? So, yeah, man, scary stuff when that happens. But so negative, he won the die roll again, I think, or I lost it, or maybe I just wanted to go first. No, I don't think I ever want to go first. Either what happened, either way, I went first. Negative goes second. He plays a backup, passes turn, which shocked me. It really did shock me, and because you know normally you just see some crazy boom, 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 coming down from his side of the field, but he just plays a backup and passes, which we are a-okay with. But our hands kind of slacking, lacking a little bit. We only got we had the hard cast for a devout turn too, but we got a squall in the grave, which is dope. And here we go. See, this is what I was. You see, this is what I thought was gonna come turn one. This is here it goes. It's getting started. We swing. He hits me for 2. And that sucks because the Laguna goes to the break zone, and we have the squall. That sucks. But we draw. That's proxy. I know. I'm sorry. I know. I am sorry. So now here's my dilemma. I wanted to play Genesis, but at the same time, I can Joe Nabat both of those his forwards and keep him there. And next turn he can swing on me for 1. So that's what I end up doing. I Joe Nabat those, and I don't remember if he swings on me. He's probably gonna swing on me. No negative in his aggro rush. I want to kill you. Everything die deck. But so I just play the Joe Nabat and pass my turn. And it is a proxy for the starter deck, Joe Nabat. I know. I'm sorry. I'm working on getting more. Please don't kill me. So yep, he summons Kane by dumping Sage and swings, and we're just gonna dump a Sidwaff and activate Shiva to kill it, and then we get our turn back. So now here's a little dilemma. We could play the 3-drop Zidane, or we can bring out that Genesis. And it's like we can keep one dull and frozen, or oh nope. So we end up. Oh, look at that, and we got freaking Duke Log in our hand. It's like if his deck didn't do what it did, we could be able to curve out and play like so much better. But it's just his deck is just so boom, 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 and it's like you have to kind of like play around that. So we decide to play Terra to make his summons a little bit more annoying. And good thing we did too. Whoa, that's crazy. I just noticed he has Bahamut in his and Odin in his hand, and he can't use either of those on us. That is, oh man, that was such like a lucky play right there, because he could have just killed it so simply. But instead he's gonna, oh gosh. Okay, so he's gonna activate Red Mage and make us not be able to block, and we're just gonna eat 3 points of damage just like that. Yeah, ow. But on the bright side, I mean, he dropped the Bahamut and he dropped the Odin. Oh, so we play Flan and activate Flan, make him discard a card, and then oh right, yeah. So I remember we're gonna Locke. Now I thought Locke said at this point I need to have 2 characters on the field. And I'm like, look, 2 characters. He's like, nah, look. And I'm like, oh, wait, nah, chill. None of that ever happened. You saw nothing. Let's do something else here. And I think, okay, so we're gonna reactivate to drop the other Odin. Nice. Dude, that Sid Waff into Flan combo is so dope. But at the same time, I wonder why I didn't just play the Zidane. That would have been the smarter play. To just play the Zidane and make him discard a card. Oh, okay. Well, I guess we wanted to draw the card. Never mind. Okay, I guess that worked too. I guess that worked. Never mind. Talking crap about myself and don't even remember what's going on. So yeah. Oh, he just draws and passes turn. Interesting. I wonder what he drew. I wonder he must have drawn 2 lightning cards or something. Interesting. But anyways, whatever the case may be, he draws and just passes. So what are we gonna do? Do a little debate and contemplating. I don't remember exactly what happened, but I remember how badly I wanted to play Genesis. I remember really wanting to play that card. But let's see what we decide to do. Oh, I think we kind of do. Yeah. Oh, dude, I really like this play. And I was like, oh, it's okay. I wanted to play Genesis, but I was like, you know what? I got the Devout there. Now I can just play Genesis to you know what I'm saying? Do the do the quick fun play, whatever. So at first I go to get Gastric Empire Banana Suit Sid, but then I'm thinking like, wait a minute, I'm messing all kinds of up right now. I'm gonna dump the lock to play Setzer, and then I'm gonna search a lock with my Setzer because I have the Devout up right now. So, and now with the Terra and the Setzer on the field, you know what I'm saying? You guys kind of see what the setup is a little bit right here. You know what I'm saying? So then we crack off the Devout, we bring that out, and we make him discard a card from hand. Nice. Now I wish we just had a Flan to play. That would have just been c'est magnifique, right? And then we just pass turn. Now we just pass turn. And okay, so I can't really. Oh, he has a Ranger. Can't really see. I saw a Ranger. So he dumps a Lightning and he plays Black Mage. And it kind of looks like the tides have turned a bit here. Although we only have 1 backup, things are looking pretty well right now. Like we only have 1 more forward than him, but his forwards are weak, and that's what's kind of holding him back. And when he swings with Freya, she's gonna lose her first strike. So that's the. Oh, I'm sorry. When if he were to team attack with Freya, she's gonna lose her first strike. So we're gonna tap 1. Actually, what are we gonna do? What does he only have 1 card in hand? Oh yeah, I definitely think we're gonna play that. We should be playing that, Sarah. What are you thinking about, Wolf? Just played it. Oh no. Okay. Nope. Yep. Yes. No. Maybe so. Kinda. Sorta. That Genesis that we never got to play. Dude, we wanted to play the Genesis so bad, but we decided to do what the deck does, and we're gonna make him discard. Discard. That is the name of the game. And we're gonna swing with the Setzer. And while that happens, I'm just gonna hydrate. Nothing better than some nice cold agua, man. I tell you. I'm telling you. And it looks like Negative is just drawing into backups right now, and it's not quite looking good for him. But he's just gonna sit there, do nothing. He's gonna pass turn. And he only has 1 card in hand, and I believe this is where things get good, because now we're starting to swing through, get some damage in. We got a nice field presence going on here. I look at Luck, I'm like, oh, it don't cost nothing. Hey, whatever, swing through. You can't block him. So we're gonna get a point of damage, and we're gonna discard that last card from his hand. Boom. Nice. And so now we're good. We got Terror on the field, who's protecting us from, like, not protecting us from summons, but making summons cost more. And I think that's what's really helping us right now. And actually, Terror hitting the field is what made him discard his, or I think, I'm saying I don't really know what's going in his mind, but I think because as soon as Terror hit the field, he started discarding his summons. And I think, I'm not saying everybody will do that, but people start looking at their summons differently. Like, oh man, it's gonna cost X amount, it's gonna cost that, it's just gonna be a bummer to play. But so he taps 2 and plays Onion Knight. And as you guys can see right now, we're like consistently keeping 1 to 2 cards in his hands at all times. Like, you know, he has to play something, or he doesn't have to technically, but my field compared to his field, we definitely have the advantage right now, especially as far as card presence or forward presence goes. So he's gonna want to keep playing stuff, and it's helping us keep advantage. And right now, and then now we're gonna play we're playing the Kuja. Now we just got an all-out shebang of a board. Maybe I should have kept that Kunmi. I'm not sure. I mean, we do already have Terror on the field, but I don't know. Either way, we do have a pretty gnarly field going on right now. We just have forwards galore. And let's see what negative does. Once again, I'm sorry for that like weird shaking that's happening. I don't know if you guys can see it. I can like very clearly see it, and it's just weirding me out seeing my floor because we don't feel it. I didn't know it was happening until I started. I'm setting the camera angle, and I'm like, wow, dude, like why is it shaking like that? So yeah, he taps 1, discards Ether Soldier to play Vivi, targeting my my Terra. And I had to look real quick, like, oh, does it say summons inabilities? But nah, she's unaffected by summons. Or you can't target her with summons, I should say. You can't choose her with summons, sorry. Let me get my vocab right. My Final Fantasy vocab. So right here, I just did some quick maths. His board of 4 minus 2 is 2 quick maths. And I was like, okay. So BB is gonna do 6,000 to my or 7,000 damage, I think. Yeah, 4. I have 3 cards in hand. 7,000 damage to my to my Terra. So I'm like, okay, we're gonna activate Shiva. We're gonna dull. We will definitely gonna dull Freya because she has first strike, and I don't know what he has. I don't know what's going on, but I just know that we don't want to be dealing with all of that. No first strike, so Freya is definitely going. And we just decided Onion Knight because it was stronger than the VV and the Tifa. Honestly, I was just like, okay, he has 5,000 power, fine. But yeah, so I have 3 damage, and he has 2 damage. Or no, I'm sorry, he has 2 forwards up, and none in hand now because he plays a backup. So now I'm thinking I'm trying to take it this very turn. That was what I was thinking about before. If I was to dull 2 of his forwards right now, I should have enough forwards on the board where I should be able to swing through and get 4 points of damage, unless he has some crazy freaking EX burst that'll just foil my plans and make me very upset. So we swing with the Sarah, get through, swing with the lock, he blocks, we swing with our Terra, and Terra gets through. We are at 5 right now. We swing with the Kuja. We are at 6 right now because he lets it through, and that's it. We swing with the Setzer. He's dead, and Zidane to finish it off, and we win for the comeback. You see me clapping. I'm like, yo, that was crazy because this deck, honestly, it is a lot of fun. The list is a lot of fun. Shout out to you, Morgan, once again, because we both was talking about it like, yo, this deck is a lot of fun, like this whole discard turbo thing and the way it honestly all works and everything like that. It's just a lot of fun. Shout out to you, Morgan. Well, all right, dudes, that is gonna do it for the video. I hope you guys did enjoy it, and once again, the link to our Facebook page is in the description below. So if you guys do want to submit a deck list for us to work on, put together, and give it a deck doctor video, please, please, please. Oh, also make sure you guys put the list on FFDecks and just post the FFDecks link on our Facebook page, and we will get back to it as soon as we can. This was a lot of fun. Once again, Morgan, shout out to you. We hope you like the edits. Leave us comments below and let us know what you guys think about the deck, especially you, Morgan. We want to know what you think about our updates to the list. Yeah, so that's gonna call it for the video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please hit that subscribe button, give us a like if you liked it, and we'll catch you on the next video.